Dubious ones, it's roster time. We finally got that roster reveal. So, welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to give us a subscribe, as I'm going to be giving away 3 copies of WWE 2K24 on launch day if we're able to get to 2,000 subscribers by March the 8th on launch day. And if we do make it, just a reminder, if we make it to 3,000 subscribers by launch day, those 3 copies of WWE 2K24 will be the 40 Years of WrestleMania edition. So make sure you like, comment, definitely subscribe to the channel, and share these videos with your friends. Now, let's get into it. We just got the roster reveal. The official WWE Games page just posted their roster reveal that is coming today. As well as they just dropped Liv Morgan's first look at her entrance, which we'll get to at the end of this video. But let's start out by going through the roster, starting with the legends and alumni. We have Macho Man Randy Savage ravishing Rick Rude, Roddy Piper, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Superstar Billy Graham, Andre the Giant, Bad Bunny, Batista, Beth Phoenix, Big Boss Man, The Boogeyman, Booker T, five time, Bray Wyatt, Bret, The Hitman Hart, the excellence of execution, the British Bulldog, Bruno Sammartino, Cactus Jack, Chyna, Big Daddy Cool Diesel, Doink the Clown, Dude Love, Dusty Rhodes, Eddie Guerrero, Eric Bischoff, Eve Torres, Farouk, damn, Harley Race, Hollywood Hogan, as well as regular Hulk Hogan. Interesting that these count as 2 separate entries, as many of the other people who had separate models who have more than one model aren't counting as multiple characters in this list, because we do not have that 250 list in this list. It's not up to 250. But we also have Jake the Snake Roberts, JBL, Jerry the King Lawler, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, John Cena, Kane, Kevin Nash, Lita, Mankind, Maurice, Mighty Molly, as well as Molly Holly. Again, 2 separate characters there for those 2. Interesting. Muhammad Ali, Rick Steiner, Rikishi, and the whole effing show, Rob Van Dam. We got Ronda Rousey, Scott Hall, Scott Steiner, Shane McMahon. Sean, this is shocking. Shane McMahon. A McMahon is in the game. We thought he was being taken out. Interesting to see who may or may not be left out in the rest of this list. We'll have to see. Shawn Michaels, Stacy Keibler, Stephanie McMahon, still in the game. All right, surprising stuff so far. Stardust, Syxx, Ted DiBiase, The Fiend, The Hurricane. Glad to see we already knew we were getting The Fiend in it, but beautiful. And then we've got the People's Champ, The Rock, the Dead Man, The Undertaker, of course. The Game, the cerebral assassin Triple H, Trish Stratus, Tyler Breeze, The Ultimate Warrior, Umaga, Uncle Howdy, shocker, well, not so much of a shocker, but a little surprise there for me. Vader, Wade Barrett, William Regal, X-Pac, and Yokozuna. Banzai! Now from Raw, we have, and noticed off the alumni so far, we did not see Brock Lesnar, we did not see Vince McMahon. Interesting, we'll keep taking a look through here. Raw has Akira Tozawa, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, the EST, Big E. Interesting that he's not in the Legends and he's considered as part of the Raw roster himself, not in the Legends section. Interesting there. Braun Strowman, Bronson Reed, Candice LeRae, Carmella, Cedric Alexander, Chad Gable, Chelsea Green, Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest, Dexter Lumis, Dominic Mysterio, Eric, Finn Balor, Giovanni Vinci, Gunther, Indy Hartwell, Ivar, JD McDonough, Jey Uso, Johnny Gargano, Mr. Wrestling himself, Kofi Kingston, Liv Morgan, Ludwig Kaiser, Maxine Dupree, Natalya, Nikki Cross, Otis, Piper Niven, Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley, Ricochet, R-Truth, Sami Zayn, Seth freaking Rollins, Shayna Baszler, Shinsuke Nakamura, Sonya Deville, Tegan Nox, The Miz, Tommaso Ciampa, Valhalla, Xavier Woods, and Zoe Stark. Still no sign of Brock, still no sign of Vince. SmackDown has AJ Styles, the Phenomenal One, P1, boom, AJ Styles, Alba Fire, Angelo Dawkins, Ashanti the Adonis, Asuka, Austin Theory, Bayley, Bobby Lashley, Butch, Cameron Grimes, Charlotte Flair, Cruz del Toro, Dakota Kai, Elton Prince, Grayson Waller, Isla Dawn, Io Sky, Jimmy Uso, Jacqueline Wild, Karrion Kross, Katana Chance, Caden Carter, Kevin K.O. Owens, Kit Wilson, L.A. Knight, yeah! Logan Paul, Luke Gallows, Michin Mia Yim, Montez Ford, MVP, Omos, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, Ridge Holland, Robert Roode, Roman Reigns, the big dog, the head of the table, Santos, Escobar, Scarlett, Sheamus, Shotzi, Solo Sikoa, Tamina, Xia Li, Zelina Vega. Again, no Brock, no Vince. NXT, Andre Chase, or Chasse, Angel Garza, Apollo Crews, Axiom, Baron Corbin, Blair Davenport, Braun Breaker, Brooks Jensen, Brutus Reed, Carmelo Hayes, Channing, Stax Lorenzo, Cora Jade, Damon Kemp, Dijak, Drew Gulak, Duke Hudson, Fallon Henley, Gigi Dolan, Humberto, Ilya Dragunov, Ivy Nile, JC Jane, Jinder Mahal, the modern day Maharaja, Joe Kofi, Joe Gacy, Josh Briggs, Julius Creed, Nathan Fraser, Nikita Lyons, Noam Dar, Roxanne Perez, Sangha, Scripps, Tia Hale, Tiffany Stratton, Tony D'Angelo, Trick Williams, Tyler Bate, Veer Mahan, Wendy Chu, Wesley, Wolfgang. Now, for our manager section, again, no Brock, no Vince anywhere yet. B-Fab, Bobby the Brain Heenan, Kathy Kelly, Mick Foley, Miss Elizabeth, Paul Bearer, Paul Heyman, and Theodore Long. Now, with Mick Foley in here, I am hoping that you can play as the managers because you want to be able to play as Mick Foley. But yeah, that is our full list right now. And the stars telling you about which ones are coming as part of the Nightmare Pack. Got Dusty Rhodes 76, Mattel Cody Rhodes, Pharaoh as a manager, which is, I think, Superstar Billy Graham, I think that was. All the stuff for all that fun. Whoa. And yeah, as you saw, we can just do a quick Control F here. Vince. No Vince McMahon. Brock. No Brock Lesnar. But I still think 100% we are getting Vince McMahon in this game as we have the WrestleMania X7 showcase with Steve Austin and The Rock, where Steve Austin goes heel and sides with Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon's all over the finish of that match. It'd be so strange to have Stone Cold Steve Austin commentating over that showcase match and talking about it and not being able to reference Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon not being a part of that, not being able to show the footage of Vince. And if they have Vince in there, then I definitely think Brock Lesnar's in there. And I think your hidden showcase match is going to be Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker beating the streak at WrestleMania 30. Time will tell. We're only a few weeks out from release of this game. So it's not going to be that long before we find out for sure whether or not they're in. But interesting to see they are not along the full roster list at all. And if you do add everyone up here, it only gets you to about 211 or so, 200, somewhere in that 210 range, I think, of roster. I did kind of briefly count through some of it, didn't get an exact count, but it was under 250. So again, certain players having multiple models like Triple H and other characters having multiple models, I know add to that number, but we're not at that 250 mark. I believe that is what they told us the roster was going to be. So there's definitely still hope for Brock and Vince. And for those of you who've stuck around all the way to the end of this video, let's give you a little something special. As they just dropped this today, You Only Live Once, Liv Morgan. We're going to slow it down because we don't want to get copyrighted on this video. But let's take a look. I thought I muted it. At Liv Morgan's WWE 2K24 entrance here. So the model itself looking very, very good. You make myself a little bigger here, so hopefully we don't get any copyrights from the video. But the model looks very nice. She looks very, very well. I think this model is much improved. They've really improved some of the female models, I think, this year and last year as well. I think some of them look really, really good. I think she looks great here. Some things I noticed from this was, just as we get in a little bit further, just a little bit of clipping in the hair into the attires, a little bit of clipping through her here. Nothing too serious, Obviously, you're gonna get that kind of stuff with these games, and hair physics is apparently super hard because you'll notice any model of any wrestlers that are bald, the model looks incredible. When they have a really big bushy beard and long hair, the models look kind of weird. They have a hard time with beards, big beards, and long hair. So, but I think this model does look great. They did a great job, as they did with most of the models I've seen so far. There's really no complaints. Graphically, this game is definitely the best it's ever looked. But yeah, that's it. Gonna do it for this one. Wanted to get you that big roster reveal. Stay tuned to the channel for more WWE 2K24 content, Ultra Pro Wrestling content, AEW Fight Forever content, any other wrestling game content, and really any other awesome games that I just happen to be playing at the time. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Comment down below what you think, and if you think Brock or Vince are still in. Let me know what you think, because they're not on the roster list, so we'll have to wait and see. Dubious Ones, it's going to do it for me today. Deuces.